What's up, everybody? All right, I want to do this video to show you what it's like once your eBay account gets banned, because eBay definitely treats you differently. And I've been publishing a lot of videos that are just calls with people, and I know that like I shouldn't do that all the time. I gotta do other kinds of content, keep a balance, you know. So I want to make this video. First off, let me explain that once you are banned by eBay, in all communications with them, they're effectively going to treat you like a criminal. As far as they're concerned, you're a felon. You abused their system, and they caught you, and they got rid of you. It doesn't matter if you didn't abuse your system. None of that matters, because the reality is, once you get an account restriction, you're treated completely differently, right? And so let me show you a few examples of this. One, I got a message. Here it is. I think, where is it? You're at high case. Here we go. Activity on your eBay account. Okay, so after getting banned, I got this message. Yada yada, eBay's built on trust. We've reviewed your accounts, and it's like a reminder that my account's banned. I don't really know how to explain it. Like, the account was already banned, and then I got this message saying activity on your eBay account, saying that I'm restricted. And, like, that already happened, so I don't know what this was. But at the same time this happened, I had 3 global GSP item not received cases get closed against me, despite the fact that I had shipped the item. Right? So the item hadn't arrived to the international buyer yet. And the buyer is trying to track their item, but since my account is banned, when they try and track it, it just gives them an error message. So obviously they open an item not received case because they think they're not getting their item, which makes sense because their ability to track it is gone, right? And so I communicated with these buyers, but it doesn't matter because they already opened the cases, and as soon as eBay sent this message, it closed all of the current cases on my account against me. And like, these were items that I shipped. And I called eBay because I was like, okay, I have the tracking showing delivery, yada, 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 yada. And it didn't matter. Like, the rep literally told me after like an hour and a half of back and forth with different reps, the rep told me, because your account is banned, we can't do anything for you. You have to get it unbanned, and then we can help. Otherwise, you have to handle this through PayPal. So she told me, if I want to get the money back for the items that I just basically sent these people for free now, right? That I have to prove to PayPal that I delivered the item and then re-invoice the buyer again for what I charged them on eBay. And it's just like, really frustrating, you know? And also, okay, like eBay stores are billed a month out, right? So this eBay bill, you're paying for your next month's store. Like your next month's store is billed a month ahead of time, okay? That being said, when you get banned, they don't give a fuck that you've already paid for the next month out, right? Like in this case, when you have an anchor store or an enterprise store, you get a dedicated customer service team called merchant support. And they are amazing, like really, really useful people. And I've been spoiled by them. I've been using them since I got an anchor store like 3 years ago, or 2 years ago. And it like the moment that I got banned, like I called them and they were literally like, this is a paid service, you're not eligible, and they transferred me. Like, and I was like, but like you billed me for this. Like, yeah, it's a paid service, but I paid for a month. Like I owe that money still, you know? Like that is something that I got billed for, but it didn't matter. So basically, as soon as you get banned, you instantly lose access to whatever store support you had. And this greatly complicates things because before you were a big eBay account, paying a lot of bills, that kind of thing. You know, dedicated customer service reps who are very well trained and can understand what you're going through, talk to you, give you suggestions. And then you go from that to working with regular eBay customer service reps. And like, I called to get these GSP issues fixed, and one of them was a broken item. Like, it was an item that was shipped and covered through GSP's warranty. So I know it was broken, and she wouldn't refund me because my account was banned. And it was just like really frustrating, to be honest, because I spent like 2 hours or an hour and a half on the phone expecting to free up money from these cases that like I had paid for an item and then the buyer had gotten refunded, but the item had been shipped and there's no way I'm getting it. Like it's in the international leg of the journey already, right? But it didn't matter. And this video is mostly to just show you guys that this is like, once this happens, you can defend yourself. There are things that you can do, but the reality is the chance of you actually doing that is really unlikely because of the way that eBay is, right? And they definitely don't treat things properly. Like, okay, I reached out to the VERO department because one of the reps, when I talked to one of the eBay customer service reps, they were like, hey, sorry, when I was talking to one of the reps, I was telling them about the problems with the fake counterfeit thing. And I was like, look, like I got this fake counterfeit claim like 7 months ago. That was the initial one. And I reached out, no, actually almost 10 months ago now, because the first one was in December of 2017. And I was like, hey, I got this claim, and I reached out multiple times months ago, and they've never responded. And then she was like, oh, when that happens, you need to make sure that you email the VERO team, vero@ebay.com, because they're going to help you out. I'm really surprised that nobody told you about this, because this is what should happen. You should have been told about this. So I'm now under the impression, oh, wow, there's actually something I can do. I can like report this, yada, yada. So now let's look at the string of emails with the VERO team. All right. I got to load it. I should have loaded this at the beginning of the video, but whatever. VERO team. Okay, here we go. Yeah, 5. All right, so let me just read these real quick. What is this? Okay, so initially, what did I initially say? Where's the first message? 1 second, sorry. September 19th, 9:29, 11. Okay, so this is the first message. All right. So this is in response to a message that I sent, which was saying, hey, I had this issue with GK Hair Company like months and months and months ago. They never responded, never communicated with me in any way whatsoever. And so then they responded and they were like, hello, Jack. Thank you very much for your email about your recent listing removals. I'm sorry to hear that you've not gotten a response from Merck KGA. Wrong company, by the way. I was talking to them about GK Hair. You can even see it like there. I literally like wasn't even talking about this scenario and said that in the email, and then they just ignored it, right? And they were like, it can take up to 5 business days to get a response from a rights owner. I do understand this is a pressing matter, and I will contact the rights owner on your behalf and ask them to get in touch with you. However, please note we can't force a rights owner to contact you. Please note that if Merck KGA allows you to relist your items, we will need to receive a direct confirmation from them to be able to reinstate your listings. If you relist your items without their approval, you may expose yourself to further notice and to liability for relisting. I can also understand your concern. So obviously this person doesn't even know, like, the account's banned. And I said that. And like they have access to that, but they, you know, they're showing that they're just using generic wording that shows that like either he doesn't care that the account's actually banned or doesn't even know, right? I can also understand your concern that you may feel singled out, but I would like to assure you that we always enforce our policies and take the appropriate action equally for all eBay sellers. Please find more information about our VERO program at the link below, right? So then we go here, yada yada, and I was like, oh, all right, where's this VERO? VERO, no, we're looking for eBay VERO list. All right, we're going to look for the actual eBay program itself, which is here, the VERO participant profiles. And now we're going to look for the company that I got in trouble with. MERCK. Okay, I can do Control F. MERCK. Okay. That company is not even on the list. Okay, well, what about the products that I got in trouble for? No, that's not on the list. So Merck KG, yeah, they literally don't have a rights owner page. And neither does GK Hair. Like, neither of the two companies I got fucked by even have a page on the VERO. Like, it's just so silly. It's a really good example of when, like, companies are just pulling wool over you and they're like, this is our solution. And it's not. It's just, you know, bullcrap. It just covers eBay. And I'm not going to get too riled up about that. I just want to show you this experience because, like, this is something I can share with you guys, what it feels like to, like, work incredibly closely with a platform, do a lot of content with that platform, and then never be communicated with by them, right? And then get banned by them. This is what it this is what it looks like. Okay, so now let's scroll down because I got a little bit distracted. This was their response from the VERO team. Like, okay, we're gonna reach out to them and try and get them to message you. And then I was like, hey there, I've gotten a few. Oh, this was the initial email that they responded to. Okay, and so then I said, hey there, this is not concerning the most recent false counterfeit claim. I understand the most recent problem is only 3 days old. The GK Hair violations happened in May. They have not responded in any way to my multiple attempts to contact them. That was 4 months ago. That was the second fake counterfeit violation. The first one was in December, and that was something different by a different company. Sony, actually, who at least has a page here. Like, sort of. But that doesn't matter. I'm getting distracted. So I was like, hey, look, yeah, that's not the violation I'm talking about. I'm talking about the really old violation that I've still never gotten in touch with in multiple attempts to communicate with them, yada, yada. And then he literally sent, like, the same message. Thanks for following up. Please provide the item number that we removed in May so we may look into this further. We will be happy to reach out to the rights owner. However, we cannot require them to reply. I appreciate your patience and understanding. Have a great rest of your day. And then I said, thanks for getting back to me so quickly. Here's the item number for that claim, yada, yada, yada. And there they go. Hey, thanks for your cooperation. We are sorry to find that you still haven't received a response. Thank you for your patience and willingness to reach out to Van Tabbouleh Beauty Sorrow. Van Tabbouleh, wait. No. God damn. I was hopeful. I thought that I made a mistake and it was actually on the page, but it's not. All right. Okay, thank you for reaching out to Van Tabbouleh Beauty regarding this item number. We will now contact them on your behalf and encourage them to communicate with you. We encourage all VERO program rights owners to respond and communicate openly with our members. However, we cannot require them to do so. We also have no control over what that communication may contain. If you are not able to resolve this matter with Van Tabbouleh Beauty, and you believe your listings did not infringe the rights of the IP owner concerned, other alternatives may also be available for you to consider. If you feel it would be appropriate, you may wish to consult with an intellectual property attorney. Please note, as we are a venue, we cannot adjudicate between you and the other party, and eBay is not in a position to provide you with legal advice. We hope that this matter can be resolved in a way that is satisfactory to you both. If you have any other questions regarding this matter, please do not hesitate to write again. Right? So what eBay just said is, okay, that's great. Have a good day. We're going to tell them to reach out to you. If they don't contact you, sue us or sue them. Like, that's literally eBay's response in this scenario. And it's just like, all right. It's definitely making it easy to be like, I should just do other stuff. Like, definitely. I really like, it's weird because, like, I love dropshipping. And I think that it is an incredible opportunity for most people. But, like, it's an opportunity in the way that, like, it's a stepping stone. It's something that you can use to change your life, or it's something on the way to the thing that changes your life. Dropshipping itself is really unstable, right? And it's just like, eBay's kind of frustrating. And there's definitely, like, way easier ways to earn money. When it comes to, like, I'm saying on eBay, like, eBay's great, like, to earn money. It really is. The way that I was doing things isn't an accurate reflection. And, like, it makes complete sense that I got banned. The thing that frustrates me is I wish I got banned for, like, actual things I was doing wrong. Like, it makes sense with so many items that I would make mistakes that lead to the account getting banned. But I thought that would be from copying titles or copying photos or descriptions or like our competitor taking me out or something. And like some people think that's what this is, which is it's possible, but in order to like take people down with the VERO program, you have to actually like own the rights to the thing that you're claiming. So like these companies are real. It's not like other dropshippers took me out. Like GK Hair is a like Tabbouleh Beauty is a real company. And apparently the CEO is like a dick. Like, where is it? Where is it? I found LinkedIn, Glassdoor. Here we go. Why are there 3? Pros, nothing is good about it, to be honest. Cons, it's like you were working as a slave for the CTO and his family. No respect. His siblings and relatives get paid too much, and fake experience is shown to CEO, where he fires fresh graduates and show they are experienced employees? I don't really know what that means. See, and then there's a good thing. More than an organization. It's an institute that helped me learn lots of things I never expected. Man, see, that's what's kind of troublesome. Oh, interesting. This guy lives in Pakistan. Like, you can always find so much information on the internet, and like, it's literally like, okay, I'm talking shit about Tabbouleh, right? So which one did I click on? The Tabbouleh beauty reviews on Glassdoor that has a 4.3 and 28 reviews? Or the one that has 1. Like, obviously, I clicked on the one that has 1, but then, like, this is the same company, as far as I understand, right? Okay. I worked at Tabbouleh Beauty full-time for more than a year. Pros, this company has great potential with dedicated employees who believe in this company and their products. Cons, unfortunately, the owner treats his employees like they are trash that can be thrown out away at a moment's notice. He doesn't trust or respect anyone, including his family who work for him. Hire an experienced CEO to run your company. Mentally unstable, volatile, and very disrespectful founder. Verbally abusive CEO, unprofessional, lacking structure, dedication, and training. Okay, ... How the fuck did this have 5? Like, why did this look good? Maybe they recently had a thing? Why are these ratings good? Like 82% of people recommend this to a friend. 92% of people approve of the CEO, yada, yada. Yet it's like bad, 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 bad. All right, all right. Interesting. So they had a slew of good reviews. Oh, non-professional, pathetic company, bad management, worst company, running family business and looting van. Tabbouleh. Oh, so when they're saying van, they're referencing the company itself, right? Interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, so to finish my little rant about eBay frustrations and VERO, we're going to look at a study that was published 12 years ago in 2006. VERO Study. You can literally just Google eBay VERO Study, and then you can find this. And look, guys, it's got an EDU email. Ooh. If you read this, it's about an introduction, yada, yada. It explains why counterfeiting is a problem on eBay, because that's literally eBay's biggest, like, it was a huge legal problem that people were selling fake products on their website, and companies were suing eBay because they were claiming that eBay was benefiting from this, which it technically is because it gets a final value fee as a percentage, right? So like eBay is benefiting from the sale of counterfeit products, right? And like eBay's response to that was to allow the same people who report things to police them instead of like making up some other kind of system. But it kind of makes sense. Basically, like eBay had to respond, and then they did, but they did it in a really like half-assed, not good way, like a temporary solution. And then that was like 15 years ago. Like that was a while ago, right? So this study is really, really great. There's so It's like completely legit. Like every one of these things is a reference that you can go and check. Like it is absolutely legit. Like I don't work with things that are legit like this normally. Normally I just go off of internet and Wikipedia. But this is an actual thing, right? And so it has history about like big companies suing eBay, what that was like. And then what I want to show you guys is, here we go. Oh, here we go. Okay. To get some perspective on how eBay's VERO program was utilized by rights holders, I created a survey designed to find out who was using VERO, for what reasons, how often it was being used, and whether the users were satisfied with VERO. Additionally, space was provided for general comments. Full results from this survey are included below. On its site, eBay lists entities who have become VERO members. Inclusion on this list is not mandatory for VERO membership, aka that's how like the companies that got me in trouble don't even have a profile. But over 800 entities have elected to be listed. I was easily able to procure 319 email addresses of the 800 plus listed entries, and I emailed each, requesting they take my survey. I supplied my contact information inside the email to ensure survey participants of the validity of my purpose and to avoid the appearance that my request was merely spam. A link in the email brought the user to my survey, which I created online using PHP Surveyor and hosted on my own site. Bum, bum, bum. Of the 319 solicitations, I received 60 responses for a reply rate of 18%. So to give you guys some perspective into this, let's take a step back here. All right. eBay lists entities who have become VERO members. There are roughly 800 entities who have not, or are listed there, right? So that means there are at least 800 companies who care about this kind of stuff. This person was able to procure contact information for less than 50% of the entities that were on the list, which is already a small percentage of the companies who actually care, because they haven't added themselves to the list, but they still report, right? Like Tabbouleh Beauty and Merck, both things I had problems with, but they have no profile, right? So he was able to get half of that contact information. So you're already working with like, okay, you can only even get the email address half the time for those people, right? And then of those 319, only 60 people responded. 18%? Like, that's stupid. That's like, it's just dumb. And this was 12 years ago. Like, what does that say about eBay as a company? Like, somebody took the time to create a study like this, which, like, there's no way this was made in, like, a month. This must have taken at least a year to make. Like, there are so many references. There's studies done. There's information about all the court cases and the companies that sued and how they came out. Like, there is loads of information. And look at all these references. Somebody poured their heart into this, right? 12 years ago. Crazy. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Ciao.